Hello, fire signs. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for July 20th to the 27th. This reading is going to be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watchers are welcome. We are looking into the energy for the mind, body, spirit, and relationships for this week. And then closing the reading off with a message from the universe. Timestamps for each sign are below in the description box, as well as links to my website, Facebook, and Instagram, where you can inquire about a personal reading. Or if you follow me on Instagram, I do provide free readings on IGTV occasionally as well. All of the cards that I'm using are listed below, and for those of you that have inquired about the orgonites that you do see in my videos, they are all made by myself, and you can receive more information about them by messaging me on any of the sites that I've listed. Please remember that these are free general readings and they may not resonate with everyone. And the first sign we're going to be looking into today is Aries. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading for July 20th to the 27th. So we're going to be looking into mind, body, spirit, pulling messages for relationships as well as a message from the universe. So let's get started. I'm going to... I have somebody outside mowing the lawn, or they're about to come by here mowing the lawn. So if I have to cut this video, I am so sorry. I might have to, you might see a pause in the recording of this, just because when they do mow the lawn, it gets very noisy. So let's look into the mind for Aries this week. We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Six of Coins, and we also have the Judgment card. So this is what I'm getting for you, Aries. I feel that mentally you're making some choices. You're actually looking, I feel like you're trying to make the decision of what is best for you this week. Now, this could be regarding finances. I am feeling there might be, because we've got this Pentacles coming through, this Six of Pentacles. For some of you, you may be looking at somehow advancing your career or looking at possibly changing a career. You could be looking at different options in regards to work, finances. This could have to do with relationships, of course. But I do feel that physically, the reason for the change might be because of the fact that you could be possibly... I'm getting that for some of you, you might be putting more effort towards a career, a job, a position than you feel that you might be receiving. I'm also getting here, I feel like for some of you, you're trying to figure out your path. You're trying to figure out what is going to be best for you and what is going to give you the most satisfaction throughout this week. This seems to be the theme. Now, again, I'm feeling that this could possibly have to do with career, work related in some way, but this could have to do with any aspect within your life. But it feels like you've been really being guided toward what it is that is going to give you the most benefits coming into the future, into the near future. So you might be making some job changes. You might be thinking about making some sort of move towards career in some way, some sort of difference. I'm also getting that for some of you, you might be thinking about, I keep hearing the word community service in some way. How can you help more within the community? How can you help more giving of some of yourself? Or you may have been giving some of yourself and you're wondering if that is the path in which it is that you need to go. So we've got this Seven of Cups, which really talks about mentally, you're looking at all kinds of different options. You're looking at different things. You might be, again, deciding what is going to be best for you. And that's being followed with this Judgment card within spirit. Okay, so it feels like you've been listening to some messages and now you're just making that decision about where it is that you want to go. Now, on the external stance, the body, what we're getting here is, again, you might have been putting more things toward, more energy towards something than you may be receiving. This also could be talking about you wanting to extend more of your physical self towards something, like putting more effort towards something that you may have, you've may been you may have been holding back a little bit in the past. So let's get some clarifying cards and take a look deeper into this situation. But I really do feel a lot of divine guidance in some way. It almost feels like there may have been some sort of unsatisfaction that you've been feeling, and now you're ready to move towards some sort of path that is going to be making you feel more satisfied. All right, so let's take a look for mind. We've got set your sights higher. Yeah, like I said, I feel like maybe you're unsatisfied in some way towards some sort of aspect within your life. I'm feeling that this could have to do with career, but again, take it as it resonates in whatever aspect that it resonates with you. But set your sights higher. It feels like you know that you're being divinely guided. You've been feeling this push for a while to move to something higher, something that's more satisfying for you, something that's more, keep hearing the word realm, something within your realm, okay? More within your realm. It also says exchange energy to create abundance, which you've been doing, and that's what I keep feeling here. I feel like there's been a part of you that has been extending this energy towards something, and it may now be leaving you in a sense unsatisfied. And for some of you, it may be the opposite, where you need to start extending more towards what it is that you are dreaming of, or you're fantasizing about, or that you're feeling guidedly divided towards. So this very well could be saying also for some of you that instead of just dreaming about it, it's time to take that action. Okay? You're being divinely guided, and now it's time to take that action towards that. Wait for important information. Which, okay, so with this, because again, we're getting that guidance coming in from the Judgment card. So it feels like, again, a lot of divine guidance. You may be waiting to receive some sort of information in regards to what it is that you have been dreaming, fantasizing, or even making that effort towards moving towards. But I'm also getting here, some of you very well may be waiting for more information regarding it. You might be deciding, is this the right path? Or I maybe need some more information behind the scenes before actually moving forward. But I'm also getting that for some of you, you're waiting, because this Seven of Cups isn't really a movement card. It's more of a sitting there card. It's more of a mental card. And I feel that for some of you, you've received enough information, but now it's time to take that action towards it, okay? Because we do have that set your sights higher. We have that creating abundance. I feel like it's now time to take that movement instead of sitting there within that energy. We're getting the White Witch, be the light. So again, that energy exchange, I feel like for some of you, you've been exchanging that energy already towards something. But I feel too, like one of the words that I'm hearing, one of the phrases that I'm hearing that will resonate with some of you is, I am getting that don't hold back on your exchange of energy, just because you're not always receiving that exact same energy back in some way. Because I feel like for some of you, there might be some sort of repression towards continuing to exchange energy. Okay, and especially if that involves a relationship, or if it involves a career, it doesn't mean that you have to keep giving and not receiving back. But don't regret the energy that you've exchanged already simply because of the fact that you may not have received it. It's basically saying, if you're feeling unsatisfied with the energy that you've exchanged and not receiving that duality, maybe it's time to start looking into what it is that you're already feeling. If you keep putting energy towards something, is what I'm getting here, and you're not receiving it back, now may be the time that you need to start looking more into something that is going to be more satisfying for you. So the second one that's coming in is be open to healing information. Yeah, I feel like when I see this be the light, I feel like nothing was in vain. okay? Because sometimes we feel like we're putting energy towards something, and when we're not receiving it back in some way, and we're left with that unsatisfying feeling, sometimes it can cause us to be repressed. It can kind of cause us to hold back exchanging energy towards many areas instead of just the one area that we're putting a lot of energy towards. And I'm feeling here with this, be open to that healing information. I feel like there is more information coming towards you, but at that same time, don't regret the energy that you've already exchanged, okay? It wasn't in vain in some way. It says trust in the unknown, okay? So again, feeling that energy, that judgment card coming in, that divine guidance, what I'm getting here is you might not know. You might be feeling that pull towards something else. You may not exactly know what it is. You might be weighing the options in it, but it is saying trust your instincts on this. Move forward. Stop waiting for all of the information to come through. Be open. Be open to that healing information, but also have trust. Have trust that as you're seeking something else, what it is that you need will come through to you, is what I'm also receiving. There might be things going on behind the scenes that you're not completely seeing at this moment, which is why I'm saying also don't regret exchanging energy in some way towards something. Just sort of look at it as more of a, okay, this is what I've done. I've put a lot of effort into it. I'm not really receiving some sort of benefit from it, but I'm not going to regret it either, because behind the scenes, that unknown, it has in some way helped with a lesson or a learning in some manner. Okay, it's helped you to grow in some and heal in some way that you may not be receiving all of the information towards what it is yet. It's kind of like, in order to get to step 10, sometimes we have to go through steps, 1 through 9. And that's what I keep feeling with this. So don't regret anything. It's just a matter of taking all of that information and moving forward. All right, so we're looking into the judgment card clarification, see your seeds grow. That's exactly what I was saying. Even though you might not understand the reason why you did something, or that, why something happened the way that it did, it is saying here, there was a reason for it. There was a reason for it. It was planting a seed of some sort, maybe in order to help you reach a higher level in some way. We've also got embrace the energy of peace. Yeah. Instead of holding on to that negative energy, instead of waiting for that, even for that more information, and the healing, I'm getting a lot with that healing. It's saying here, really embrace this energy, allow it to flow. Even if you don't know exactly what it is that you're aiming for, maybe your head is still full of the ideas. Okay, you might be looking at these several different cups and deciding, should I do this or this or this or this, whatever it is. Walk through this instead of being in a state of confusion. Allow the energy to flow, because I do feel, or even ask your guides for a sign, because I'm feeling that there is some sort of divine guidance that is going on, again, behind the scenes. And sometimes we just need that little bit of a push. Sometimes we just need to ask, where is this heading? Where is this going? What is it that I should be doing? And then allowing, when we embrace that energy of peace, we then allow that energy to start showing us the path ahead of us. Unleash the wild within, this she-wolf. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's time to move forward. Again, I'm feeling a lot of repression in regards to what it is that you may have been doing or feeling. And this could be within relationships. It could be within job, career, however. But I'm feeling like it's now time. there's a sense of unsatisfaction in something that you are possibly doing. Now, remember that these can also be sort of a past tense. So if you were feeling that satisfaction, you've now moved forward. This is confirming, that she-wolf unleash the wild within, that maybe you've already taken those steps and that you're on the right path. Embrace the peace. If you were wondering, did I make the right steps? It is saying here, embrace the peace between that, or regarding that. You've allowed your seeds to grow. You're now seeing the harvest from this. You're now seeing the blossoming of planting those seeds. But I do feel that for many of you, this is going to be the week where you're really taking that time and taking a look through what it is. And I feel like you are going to be divinely guided, but at the same time, you also have to go with what is going to be giving you that satisfaction. So really take the time this week, look into yourself. Don't sit there in a mental space of, because if you receive something that is making you feel good and positive and happy, and you start following it, when we get caught into that headspace of all of these, you might be thinking, well, should I do this? Should I do that? And then we start thinking of things, of reasons why we shouldn't do it. And that's what gets us caught into that mental energy of confusion. And it's saying here, if you have something within you that is really feeling good and that you're wanting to follow, this is the week to really trust in that. Follow the unknown, trust in the unknown, and move forward is what I'm getting. So let's take a look into relationships for this week for you, Aries, and see what is coming through. So relationships for Aries for the week ahead, for July 20th to July 27th. I actually feel like this one, for some reason, refusing to see. Yeah, especially with that Seven of Cups energy, there may be something that is holding you back or refusing to see what it is that you are supposed to be guided towards in some manner. Okay, now again, this does have to do with relationships, but this relationships could be with coworkers. It doesn't need to be on a romantic sense. Take it as it resonates with you. It can be friends, family, coworkers. I'm also getting here helpless and hopeless. All right, and let's take a look. I'm feeling like this is you more so than as somebody else. I'm going to be honest with you. And it's also saying trust. I feel like this could be possibly you, Aries, as opposed to another person. But of course, we are going to get some clarification cards in regards to this. But I feel that there's an element here that is involving you. I feel like in some way you're sort of lost in that Seven of Cups fantasy, that mindset, that you're not really choosing that path. You're not really seeing what it is that you are supposed to do or what it is that you want to do. And this could have to do with a relationship. Well, I mean, this is about relationships, but it could have to do with a romantic relationship in some way. It also could be a situation within your life that you're trying to make a decision, towards. But what I'm getting here is that there are some blockages that are not allowing you to open up. Now, remember, this could be reversed. This could be another person. But because we're getting this trust card, and we also have that judgment card, which for me talks about like divine guidance. It's being led. It's that card coming through that is saying, look, there's more information. You're being divinely guided. We're helping you along this path. This is what I'm getting, and I'm feeling that there is a blockage in here somewhere that is not allowing you to see something within a relationship. Now, this could be some sort of stubbornness. This could be maybe you're seeing something that is not actually happening, okay? Sometimes also we get caught in this sense of we might be exchanging more energy towards something or someone. And I keep actually, I'm hearing the words love language. Okay. And we've all, or most of us have heard about love languages. And what this can do is sometimes the way that we need to, or want, or feel that we have in exchanging energy towards a relationship, you might be exchanging more energy and expecting that same energy back. Sometimes, however, is not within a person's love language, especially within, certain and different signs, right? As an Aquarius, for instance, I might not be the most wordy person in the world. And maybe somebody that's coming at me and exchanging all sorts of words of love and these really positive things, I might be kind of going, okay, thanks, not knowing how to express it. So sometimes we take a look at the way that, what we need to do is take a look at the way that person is within themselves. Is that something that they're able to do? Just because you're able to express love in a verbal manner or in a physical manner or an emotional manner better than somebody else doesn't mean that they don't have that caring or that love towards you. Now, if it's a matter of just you exchanging energy and receiving nothing from somebody, that's a whole different thing. I would never encourage somebody to not, to stay in a relationship where they're not receiving, some sort of that generosity back. But people have different ways of explaining it. And in fact, I've actually had even clients where, there's been an argument between people. And again, I'm not trying to compare you to that. I'm just giving you an example. But I have had clients where, there's been some sort of disagreement and one of the partners will say, well, are they ever going to say sorry? But yet the partner that they want that sorry from has already, taken them shopping, went on a trip, done excuse me, all of these amazing things for that person. And they're sitting there, that person is sitting there waiting for this, I want to hear sorry. But, the person that they're expecting it from, that might not be within their language. Maybe that's something that they're not, they can't do, or maybe it's just not a part of them. Some people just refuse to say sorry, but they show that sorry in so many other ways. They've been giving them whatever it is that this person wants, or they're trying to express some sort of generosity towards that, giving them that expression of apology without maybe actual using the word. And I feel that for some in here, this could have to do with that situation, because with that refusing to see and helpless and hopeless, sometimes we get caught in what it was that we were putting our energy towards. And if we're not receiving it back, again, we are trapped in this place of refusing to see, and we're feeling helpless and hopeless because of it. We don't know how to move forward. We don't know what to do about that situation. We get caught into that Seven of Cups energy. It's like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know what to do. I'm getting that there's a lot of, what you need to do is trust. Trust within your internal instincts. Are you creating something that is not existing? Okay. Are you trying to create, and I'm not calling you dramatic, I'm saying, are you creating drama in order to, because you're refusing to see? Are you creating a situation that is not truly happening? And it's saying here, trust your instincts. Look into what you feel is really happening. I feel like there's some removing of ego that needs to happen in order to move this situation forward. That's what I'm getting. So let's get some clarifying cards in regards to this situation. So we've got that King of Cups energy, the Knight of Cups. Wow. And we've got the Four of Coins. So again, I do feel that there is some sort of hanging on with energy, but I feel like for some of you, there is somebody who is wanting to exchange an offer with you. This could be a message or an offer coming towards you. It feels like this person is in charge of their emotions, and it feels like, And again, this could be opposite, so take it as it resonates. It might be you, might be them, but I do feel some sort of offer coming towards you, okay? Or it could be you exchanging some sort of offer. But what I'm getting here is that there is a lot of love. There's an awful lot of emotions here. But what needs to happen is some sort of releasing in regards to this refusing to see and this helpless and hopelessness. Okay, so let's take a look at that. We've also got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like some sort of offer, some sort of communication. This very well could be you that is needing to exchange some sort of communication towards somebody and actually saying to them, look, this is what makes me feel secure. This is what makes me happy. Because sometimes people don't always know. Sometimes people don't realize what it is that you need unless you actually speak it towards them, is what I'm receiving here. We've also got the King of Coins. And we've got the Hierophant. I love this. So I feel like for some of you now, we could be dealing with an earth sign. We could be dealing, well, actually, we pretty much got them all here, don't we, almost? We have that Queen of Swords. This could be an Aquarius. This could be an air sign. We've got the King of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus that you're dealing with. But what I'm getting here from this energy, especially because we have all of these royalty cards coming through, I'm really feeling here that I almost feel like removing yourself from that helpless and hopeless state, having that communication towards somebody, expressing what it is that you need in order to release a lot of these feelings, because sometimes we just hold on to them and we expect that somebody's going to read our mind, or we expect that they should just know what it is that we need. It feels like there needs to be some honest communication coming forward. I'm also getting here, especially with this Hierophant and this King of Pentacles, I'm feeling that doing so will really elevate this situation, is having that honest communication will help change the energy. And yeah, look at that new passion towards this relationship. We've also we're going to transform the relationship through honest and open communication. All right, that's what we're receiving here. Allowing it to really connect with the soul. Now, remember I talked about that divine guidance coming through, and we've got the Six of Cups card, which talks about, for some, this is very much a soulmate type of energy card. This can also be memories of the past. It could be somebody returning from the past, but I feel like it's also releasing past energies, allowing the energies from the past to transform. So having that open and honest communication with somebody, or allowing yourself to be open to honest communication from somebody else and really listening, will really change and transform this relationship. You have to trust the guidance that is coming through. This is what I keep getting. I feel like you have to trust the guidance that is coming through for you. Really look at a situation and say to yourself, is it something that I'm refusing to see? Is it my ego that's getting in the way? Or is this truly the situation and I'm being shown that it's now time to stop exchanging or stop giving too much of my energy towards the situation, and maybe have an honest conversation in regards to it, and help it heal, and to help it transform, and to help it move forward in whichever manner it is going to be moving forward. But I do feel this new passion, this new energy coming through some sort of transformation of communication. Okay, so let's take a look into let's pull a card from the universe and see what the universe has to say as a closing message. I feel like this week you're going to be sitting there and you're really going to be looking at the things that make you happy. But I also feel, again, is really taking a realistic look at it. Instead of staying in that Seven of Cups energy, because again, that refusing to see and the feeling helpless and hopeless, it can be a part of that Seven of Cups energy. We have that Seven of Cups energy that is, you know, like in our heads. It's a mental space in our heads. So maybe you're hearing conversations or you're having conversations with yourself that aren't truly what is happening in the actual physical world. And that doesn't mean that you're nuts and creating conversations. It just means that we all have that. We all sit there and create sometimes conversations within our own minds of how we believe that things are actually going, or we believe that this could happen, and we sort of put it up as a defense. Okay. And I feel like right now it's time to really take a look and trust your intuition, trust your judgment as far as moving forward within whatever situation this is. And it says believe, strange encounters. So let's get some clarifying cards. But I do feel that for some of you with this card, it's a matter of believing. It almost feels like you've talked yourself into some sort of situation where you're, again, that divine guidance. It feels like this divine guidance is coming through. You have to trust in that. Allow the synchronicity to flow within this situation, because I do feel that you are receiving, or you will be receiving, some sort of signs or indication of what it is and how you're going to move forward, or what it is that you need to do in order to move forward. Like basically trust within yourself, and hear the messages that are coming through. So let's get some clarifying cards in regards to believe. Love and let yourself be loved. Yeah, I am. Again, I keep feeling like there's some sort of relationship that you're holding back on, or that there's an imbalance within the exchange of energy. Now, this could be true, like it could be real, or it could be sometimes within our minds. Like maybe we feel like we're giving too much, or maybe we feel that we can't give enough, or that we're not getting enough. And I feel like right now is a time to sit and really look at, open that heart up and really look and say, look, is this just really me exchanging this energy too much, or is it me that needs to exchange more energy, or are things really in a balanced place and I'm not seeing it? That's what I keep getting. I'm also getting here, connect with your emotions. Yeah, that love and be loved, connect with your emotions. This is what I'm getting, is instead of just looking at things in that Seven of Cups type of energy, or even that energy of holding back. Okay, you might be holding back because it really says here, connect with your energy, really believe in yourself, allow yourself to open your heart. And I feel like there's going to be, and it's funny, even the way I place the cards right now, it's like this eye coming through. For me, looking at that, it's almost like see a situation for what it truly is, as opposed to what you may be perceiving it to be. All right. So I hope that has helped, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. If this video has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week and many blessings. Leo, welcome to your reading for July 20th to the 27th. So we're looking into mind, body, and spirit for the upcoming week. We're also looking into relationships and closing it off with a message from the universe. All right, please remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. Also look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right. So let's start off with the mind. We have the Ace of Swords coming through. Remember that this is Leo month too. So this is going to be a very strong, time for you, Leo, is what I'm also receiving here. So I feel like an extra emphasis on this reading this week as we head into your sign, into your planetary sign. Okay, so what I'm getting here, wow, all right. So for the mind, we have awareness coming through. We have this Ace of Swords coming through. I feel like there's a lot of awareness that you're receiving. I'm also getting, within the body. Now, these are external circumstances. There could be something that you're slowly working towards. Okay, I feel like what I'm receiving now, right now, especially with the sun, it feels like you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish. Okay, it may have had some slow progression, but I feel like that progression, even if it's in a slower pace or a more, maybe not as quickly as you would have liked, but what I'm getting here, no, I'm actually receiving, that could resonate with some of you, but what I'm also receiving here is you've also understood that the awareness of making this a slow progression towards your goal is what has been needed. So it feels like you're following your own advice at this time. It feels like you knew you needed to make a slow progression toward a goal in some manner in order to receive the full benefits of it, is what I'm receiving. Okay, now again, that could resonate in different ways for different people, but what I'm getting here is like you're starting that this week is going to start to see that progression of what it is that you've been trying to accomplish. So I feel like there's some sort of information. It could be an actual physical progression that you're going to see towards this goal, towards something that you've been aiming towards. So this could be the start of, or for some of you, you could have already accomplished it and now you're actually basking in that essence of that sun. But I am receiving that for a good portion of you, this is going to be the start of actually seeing that progression come through, is what I'm getting here. So let's get some clarifying cards in regards to this. We have winter, taking care of your needs. So I do feel that for some of you, this awareness, and now, I mean, this could actually pertain to the winter for some of you in regards to seeing that actual full emphasis on whatever goal it is that you've been trying to reach. But I do feel for some of you, you had the awareness that you needed to also take care of yourself in order to accomplish, in order to receive the benefit, the full benefit of this. There needs to be, or there needs, oh, that's my stomach rumbling. There needs to be some sort of progression or some sort of awareness of taking care of yourself first, because sometimes if we're putting out too much energy, and that could be where this slow progression is coming from, you recognize the fact that not everything can happen right immediately. You need to work on yourself first. There's a motorcycle outside. I truly apologize. Hopefully it won't stay for very long. We have the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus, which is what exactly I feel like you've been doing with that Ace of Swords. You've been making those plans. You've allowed the awareness of what it is to come through. You're now focusing in on creating that manifestation that you've been aiming towards. We've also got the Air Guardian, shift your perception. So I do feel that for some of you, again, take it as it resonates, for some of you, you very well may have looked at the progression isn't quick enough. The progression hasn't been fast enough, okay? But I am feeling here that, for those of you that are feeling a little bit impatient towards reaching this goal, remember that you do need to care for yourself first, make those plans and focus, and allow that energy, its progression as it's needed. I apologize for the motorcycle. Look at this. We've got two suns coming in. Enjoy success and happiness. For me, I'm really feeling here that your goals are within your reach, your manifestation, your accomplishment, that success that you've been trying to achieve is right coming through. Again, you're either going to get some sort of confirmation, you're going to get some sort of acknowledgement towards it, or you may be actually receiving this accomplishment within this week. It says set your sights higher. So let's get another card in regards to that. It said be graceful in your movement and action. So again, going back to, for those of you that may be a little bit impatient sometimes, and I feel like this is advice only for a few, again, take it as it resonates. I feel like for some of you, if you've been trying to really push that goal before it's time, all right, sometimes we try to push a goal in some manner before it's really ready to be created. It's not quite ready yet. There needs to be some more elements that go into the creation of it. It is saying, but what happens within that is sometimes I almost feel like these are separate, is what I'm getting. These are for some, and these are going to resonate with others. But for what I'm getting, for the ones that are a little bit impatient, you're kind of getting impatient at the fact that you're not really receiving your goal at this point. I do feel that it's, instead of accepting something that is not going to be completely satisfactory towards you, remember to set your sights higher. Remember that sometimes manifestation can take its time. So be graceful. Don't push something, okay, that's not quite ready to be created yet. And it very well could have to do with this winter card as well coming through. Maybe that manifestation is going to come through within the winter. It could be that you're starting to set that goal right now with the sun card and talking about, the sun is like summer. It could be that the steps that you're taking now or throughout this week will allow that manifestation to come through within the winter. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Traveler, move in a new direction. And we've got the mountains, stand your ground. And follow the voice of your soul. This is really interesting. I feel like it does have to do, again, I keep feeling this division. It almost feels like some of you might be receiving that confirmation this week towards a manifestation of some sort. And again, some of you might be receiving or knowing that you're just planting the seeds at this point in time. It feels like, and even with the follow your soul, like take the advice as it's coming through to you. But I do feel that some of you might be getting pushed in some manner towards, and I feel like this could be an external circumstance. This could be a person. It could be, a boss, a coworker, family. Maybe you're not quite ready. Maybe you're not quite ready for this manifestation at this point in time, or this goal, or it could be somebody else's goal and you're holding back a little bit. It really says stand your ground. Now, the other thing I'm also receiving is that mentally this could be the card of allowing yourself to really take a hold of your own thoughts. Okay, stand your ground within your mind is what I'm also hearing. I feel like for some of you, again, wanting to push whatever it is before it's time to be created, you might have a mental struggle of some sort where you do need to stand your ground within yourself and recognize the fact that not everything happens overnight. Okay, there could be a matter of some sort of impatience that's coming through. And I feel like you need to remind yourself, look at, I am moving towards what is going to be successful and happy for me. And sometimes this does take some time. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight is what I'm receiving. Sometimes it can, there has to be some sort of level of this, the steps have to happen in a progression that is going to be bringing complete success towards me is what I'm getting. So let's take a look into relationships for you, Leo, for this week. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is towards, this could be within relationships, it could be work, it could be career. Take it as whatever aspect it is. But I do feel there is a sense of impatience within it. And you do need to take a step back and allow the manifestation to be created. Okay? So let's take a look into relationship for Leo for this upcoming week. Now remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be with family, friends, co-workers. Take them as they resonate with you. All right. Relationships for Leo for July 20th to the 27th. I feel like this one's success and growth. Yeah. It's funny because this, for me, this is the Eight of Pentacles. So it's saying like putting that work into this project, putting the work into this goal. Again, sit and wait for that success and growth. So this could be within a relationship. Maybe you're pushing a relationship, or maybe you're wanting something to happen quicker than it's actually being manifested. And I feel like you need to put that work in towards not only standing your ground, maybe in regards to somebody, because we had that standing your ground card. It could be towards somebody else. Maybe somebody's pushing you a little faster than you're ready to go. Okay? And it is saying stand your ground, but at the same degree, keep your eye on the prize, is what I keep hearing. We have giving and receiving. So this is I'm getting here, this is more like an Eight of Wands energy, so moving fast is what I'm getting. This is the Six of Pentacles. You know what I'm receiving here? I'm going to just pull one more card, and we've got the Balance. Yeah, I feel like something, or it could be you, it could be another person, is really sort of trying to create a fast movement towards something, and it might be not quite either what you want or they want at this time. I do feel that there needs to be some sort of grounding or pace being put towards moving forward. We've got this giving and receiving and this balance. So for me, what it is saying, if we want to take this just as the cards came out, if we want to just take them like on an individual basis, what I would read this as is that success and growth. So putting that effort towards something, helping and giving and receiving of energy. So not only are you giving energy, but you're allowing yourself to receive energy and vice versa. It does create a balance for that harmony, is what I'm receiving. So this is like that Temperance card, this blending of energies coming through here. And this is a beautiful card, but what we have to remember is that sometimes we can't push, okay? We can't push something to where it's not quite ready to be received at this moment, okay? But continuing of that giving and receiving of energy does help the balance. Now, this doesn't mean actual that you have to give and receive anything in a material manner. It can be literally giving and receiving of energy. So instead of creating some sort of blockage, okay, or allowing yourself to be blocked by somebody, is going to stall the progress, okay? What I'm also getting with that Knight of Pentacles, when I see that Knight of Pentacles coming through that we had in the last round, for me, it's a very grounding card. It means that progress is happening, but it's happening at a pace that is going to bring in the best balance. It's going to bring in that slow but steady progression towards what it is that you're trying to reach. And this is what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like this week there is going to be not only that acknowledgement of that exchange of energy, but I feel like within whatever relationship that you're looking at, there's going to be some sort of success and growth towards it, because there is a balancing of these energies. And again, because we're heading into, Leo season, I feel like there's an extra strength around these energies. What I'm really getting here is because it's almost like you have some sort of rejuvenation within you. There's a rejuvenance that is allowing you to really succeed in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And if it is some sort of relationship, I feel like not only the giving will be well received, but the receiving is going to be allowed and well received, creating this harmony and this balance to come through, this yin and yang energy. Okay, so let's take a look at some clarifying cards. We've got the Hangman. We have that Three of Coins. Yeah, working as a partnership. And look at that. We've got the Lovers. What I'm getting here is with that Hangman, I do feel, for me, I'm sort of bringing myself back to that stand your ground card. So again, if somebody is, pushing you a little bit and you're not quite ready yet, I do feel a need that you may have to stand your ground. It could also have to relate to somebody else. They might not be in that place. And if you're sort of pushing towards something that they're not quite ready for, you may need to take a step back, really contemplate the issue. But what I'm really getting here is some sort of balancing again of that energy. We've got that Three of Coins where there's cooperation, there's collaboration to creating that Lovers. All right, it's creating that balance to bring about this beautiful relationship. But again, there needs to be that yin yang. There needs to be that masculine and feminine energy. This is energy. It doesn't have to do with genders. Every relationship has a masculine and feminine energy of some sort. But what it does is it brings about that energy of unconditional love. Okay, it's allowing ourselves to succeed and grow and cooperate with each other, bringing in that unconditional love towards the relationship. We've also got the Seven of Cups coming in. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, I just want to clarify this as well. We've also got the Five of Cups, which is really interesting. We have the Ace of Wands. Again, I keep feeling like there might be some sort of imbalance, this Knight of Cups. I feel like there might have been an imbalance within some sort of relationship here. And it could be from you, it could be from them, somebody not seeing something, somebody maybe giving more energy towards something. But what I'm receiving here is that through the balancing of these, and again, I'm feeling like somebody may have even had thoughts or a fantasy of pushing something forward that wasn't quite ready to be created at this point in time. But what I'm getting here is through this balancing of the energies, allowing yourself to take a full look at the situation, see where it is that you can not only receive but give some more. It doesn't need to be actual energy. You don't need to give anybody anything. Although I do feel some sort of offer coming through, which could have to do with, I feel like if you were in a situation where you were wondering what this person was feeling or thinking, or, they were sort of holding back on their feelings, I feel like some sort of offer is coming towards you, which is going to create some sort of new passion within this relationship and creating that balance that is needed. I'm also getting here, though, I'm getting here that you have to shift your mind. You have to shift your perspective on something. I feel like there needs to be a change within the energy. There needs to be some sort of, shift your perception is what I keep getting. That air guardian coming through. This was in your other round. I feel like there needs to be a shift in the perception in order to create this balance. So if you're stuck in a place where you're not seeing things as they truly are, or if you're not seeing, or if you're feeling like you're giving too much, you're giving, you're receiving too little, or whatever it is, change that perception around. Allow some sort of gratitude to come in. It also talks about here, we have this, be graceful in your movements and your actions. Sometimes I feel like for some of you, somebody might be coming towards you with some sort of offer or exchange of something, and you might be so stuck in this Five of Pentacles or this Five of Cups energy where, you're just looking at what it is that you didn't receive, or you might be looking at things from the past and not allowing that shift to come through. Okay, it might not be looking at ways to move this relationship into a new direction. You might be looking at the past, or the way things were, the way things that you're perceiving them to be, instead of allowing the full energy to come through and really create and really bring about this new passion and this new energy towards a situation. Okay, so really pay attention this week is what I feel is that you need to focus on. Pay attention to where your thoughts are going, where your energy is going, what you're feeling inside, what you're feeling as far as bringing things forward. Do you, are things going too fast? Are they going too slow? Take a look at them with a new set of eyes is what I'm getting. I do feel some sort of offer coming towards you this week. And I do feel like this offer could have to do with a brand new passion, bringing new energy, bringing balance towards a situation. But again, it will only happen if you change your perspective towards it. You have to put that energy towards the success and growth of the situation. All right. So I truly hope that has helped, Leo. Let's take a look now into a message from the universe to close off the reading. All right. So this is a message from the universe towards Leo for July 20th to the 27th. Excuse me. Messages for Leo. It's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the clarifying cards have to say in regards to this. I do feel that for some of you, that repetition, endless memory, endless moments. I'm getting here that repetition, this situation that you're dealing with now may not be one that is standing alone. Like there may have been other situations in the past, and that might be what you need to release as well, because you might be staying in that Five of Pentacles energy, that Five of Cups energy, simply because there's some sort of lack of faith or trust in regards to this situation moving forward because of past events is what I'm getting. Maybe in the past things didn't always work out, but it's now time to let go of that, let go of those memories, put some forgiveness in there towards yourself and towards other people, but allow it to release and move forward. Not everybody, everybody has a different style of doing something, and just because one is similar to another, or maybe it's not moving as fast as you would like in some sort of circumstances, it doesn't mean that it's not moving forward. okay? Or you don't need to push it forward simply because of the fact of the past. Like if you're stuck in some sort of situation where you're sitting there, some sort of mindset where you're going, okay, well, this isn't moving as fast as I would like, so it must be like the past. This is never going to manifest because I'm sitting here and I'm putting all of this energy towards somebody and they're not being receptive towards it. It's saying to take a step back because this could be a repeated type of event for you. So what is coming through here is hold the space. Yeah, you don't need to push it forward. Just hold the space in what it is that you want to create. And it says grow within your current situation. That's exactly pretty much what I'm feeling here. Grow within the current situation. I feel like past events were to bring you to this one, and this one is your moving forward lesson. This is the one that could be the one, but you have to allow it to manifest in its own time. You don't need to push, and I feel like you don't need to be pushed. Okay, so again, take that as it resonates, but I really feel like it's time to release the events from the past. You can, if something isn't moving as quickly as you would like, hold the space for it and allow it to be created. Allow it to be created. It means open up your space, open up your heart, open up your energy to recognize that divine timing, that divine guidance coming through. Okay? Instead of, again, getting stuck in old things, as endless moments that we repeat the patterns of. Allow yourself to grow within the situation that you're currently in now, or maybe trying to create. So I truly hope that has helped, Leo. If this reading did resonate with you, please click like, please share, please subscribe to my channel. I truly appreciate it. Have a wonderful week and many blessings. Thank you. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 20th to the 27th. We're looking into the mind, body, and spirit for the upcoming week, as well as relationships, and closing it off with messages from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. Also, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Okay, so let's look into it for Sagittarius for this upcoming week. All right. Sagittarius. 9 of Swords for the mind. We have the Queen of Swords for the body, external, and we have the King of Pentacles for spirit. This is a really interesting combination because there's a lot of things that are a little bit contrary between, actually a lot contrary between these cards. So what we have here is in the mental state, you may be in a place of oppression. You may be really, there may be some real challenges that you're handling at this particular moment. It feels like what I'm receiving right now is Spirit actually saying to you, allow yourself to release what it is within your mental state in order to reach this King of Pentacles energy. Okay, when the King of Pentacles comes in, he is very confident. He's really worked towards reaching his goals. He's like the King of the Kings. He sits on top of the castle. He's very strong within his energy. He can have a little bit of an ego. He can be a little bit dominating, but at that same point, most of his qualities are quite positive and quite beneficial. With this Queen of Swords comes in, I feel like there needs to be some releasing within the mental state, within your mindset, regarding some issues or some the interesting thing is sometimes when the Nine of Swords comes in, it also represents a state of a little bit of paranoia. So you might not be looking at things as what they actually are, as to how you may be perceiving them on a different level than what the true reality is. You might be having some worries that you don't need to really worry about. I'm getting a lot here is allowing Spirit to come in and help clear out the situation, help remove some of these mental blockages that you may have at this current time. I'm also getting within the body that Queen of Swords energy. It almost feels like there may be things that you literally need to cut out in order to gain or regain this King of Pentacles energy. Okay, so maybe you might need to take a look at what is it that is stressing me out at this particular point. Is this something that I can release at this time? Is this something that I really need to be putting all of this worry and stress towards, instead of allowing myself to just cut it out and start moving toward this more positive, grounded energy is what I'm receiving. So let's get some clarification cards. So we've got the Fire Guardian coming in. Ignite your passions. This would be like that Knight of Wands energy. I feel like some sort of new passion. It almost feels as though putting energy towards what it is that does ignite you, as opposed to sitting there and worried about it. It almost feels like you're in this state of sitting and worrying instead of actually following the passions. So instead of allowing yourself that energy of moving forward and following the passions, you're sitting there in this state of worry and stress, and maybe even wondering how to ignite the passion is what I'm getting. We've also got love and let yourself be loved. This could have to do with some sort of relationship. I'm really getting that there's some sort of lack of self-confidence that is going on here that could be preventing you from moving forward. Now, this could be within relationships. It could be within job, career. Take it as it resonates with you. But I am feeling that here, it almost feels like you need to allow yourself to put that, move towards that passion, move towards the passion. Cut out the things that are no longer necessary for you, that is bringing you down, bringing you that stress and that worry. And we also have the Wise One. Grow within your current situation, which is really interesting because I feel like there needs to be a lot of growth. For me, this Wise One almost feels like that Queen of Swords energy. All right. It almost feels like you have to grow. Like this situation, you may be looking at it in a different perspective than what it truly is. But I'm also getting it's here in order to allow you to grow. It's allowing you that opportunity for that growth in order to reach this King of Pentacles energy. I'm also getting here, stay rooted and grounded. Yeah. Again, these pentacles coming through, it feels like there might be something on a material type of level. Now, when we talk about material or earth energy, that could be within our external realm, and there may be things that you need to remove within the external realm that is causing you this mental anguish at this point in time, or something that you're focusing on that is not bringing you to some sort of true happiness. It says here, wait for important information. And we've also got that connect with your emotions. So I find that really interesting, because instead of, what I'm getting here is that you're so caught in some sort of mental state that you really aren't connecting with the emotions. All right. And I feel like you need to remove the things from your mind and start following the heart. This is what I'm getting. Especially when I see the Earth Guardian, it almost reminds me of like a heart chakra of some sort. It's like opening up your heart for me. Stay rooted and grounded, opening up your heart. Instead of getting lost in the airy realm of the mental state, which can bring in all types of things that, when our mind takes over, it can really bring our body into this state of feeling like we can't move forward. If any of us have ever been, in a state of depression or worry or something, you almost feel like you're paralyzed, like you don't know your next move. And it's really saying connect with your emotions here in order to help you move forward. This situation needs for you to grow. You need to grow and expand that heart energy in order to really receive and to really receive what it is that you're trying to aim for, or what it is that is truly going to make you happy, but you may need to cut out some of these things that are no longer necessary for you. We're also getting here exchange energy to create abundance, which is interesting because we have this King of Pentacles is like the card of abundance, okay? But, you know, again, if we're stuck in this energy, we're not cutting out the things, even if it's not physically cutting out things in our material world, it's putting blocks around the mental things that are driving us to some sort of state of anguish, or feeling like we're paralyzed, or feeling like we can't move, or we're feeling like we're caught. Like if you look at this woman, she's caught on her bed. She almost feels like, you know, if she makes a move, she looks like she's almost paralyzed in a state of fear, is what I'm getting. And it's time to remove those in order to move forward. Having that exchange of energy to create abundance, connecting with your emotions. All right, connecting with your emotions and growing within the situation really does help to exchange that energy of abundance. We've also got here, be graceful in movement and action. And the Stag, trust and thrive. Yeah, trust yourself. Okay, trust yourself. Sometimes we're not looking at a situation in its true reality. Sometimes we're looking at a situation that is that sometimes we get so caught up in our mind that we're not seeing the truth behind a situation. It's not allowing us to thrive. It's not allowing us to move forward. It's not allowing us to really receive the abundance that we are to receive. And I feel like this week is the time to take a real good look at all of the things that have been causing you this stress within your mind. And within the mind, it can also cause that stress within the body. So if you haven't been feeling at your best this week, it is time to really remove those things. I'm also feeling like you might not be looking at a situation within its true reality. And you need to sit there and really look within your emotions. Remove the ego is what I'm also getting with this King of Pentacles, because of the fact that he can have a little bit of ego within him. He's worked really hard to receive what it is that he's received. But, you know, he can sometimes look down at other people because, hey, you know what? He's worked really hard to get where he has, where he is. But at that same time, I do feel that there needs to be a removal of some sort of ego within a situation. Cut it out. Remove that ego. Not only remove that ego, but also remove the things that could be causing you some sort of form of stress. It's saying really put some trust into the situation and move forward with this grace within your actions, because sometimes we tend to take charge. Sometimes we also, when we get into that Nine of Swords energy and we're feeling paralyzed, we're really not at our most graceful. Okay, we're really not at our place where we're shining. We're allowing our true being to come through. You can even see this guy's in a state of peace. Okay, he's being graceful, he's being peaceful. Like there's a very strong element. He's within his own strength is what I'm getting. And it feels like it's time to regain that strength by removing something within your mental state that will bring about that peace. I'm also getting really trust within your emotions as well. Start following them with an energy of being honest and open within yourself. Stay rooted and grounded. Don't allow yourself to get caught into this airy realm, which can bring about this this energy of feeling stuck, is what I'm getting. So let's take a look into relationships for Sagittarius for this upcoming week and see what is coming through. This is for relationships for Sagittarius for the week of July 20th to the 27th. week of July 20th to the 27th for Sagittarius. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of releasing this week for you Sagittarius. It's, you know, allowing yourself to move forward. You may even be really stuck in a place of, you know, how come I'm not receiving this? How come I'm not in this place that I want to be, especially with that King of Pentacles energy. You might be looking at some of the things from the past and going, how come I'm not here? Well, it's because it may possibly do with the fact that you're within this stuck energy. You can't make that movement forward if you're stuck in an energy that is keeping you locked within the past. All right, so let's again take a look at relationships. So we do have seek, and I do feel like this is seeking within yourself. Rest and reconsider. That's interesting. And we have your darkest fear. This is like that Nine of Swords energy. Again, coming through. What I'm getting here for some of you Sagittarius, and remember, take it as it resonates. This doesn't need to be a romantic relationship. This could be a relationship that is, you know, within work, career, family, friends. Take it as it resonates. But again, because we're getting this second Nine of Swords energy coming through, wow. You know, I mean, what I'm getting for you, it is time to really take a look. Really take a look. Seek inside yourself regarding relationships. If you're not in a place that you're truly happy, if you're, and look at this, 9, 9, and 9. 9, 9, and 9. Holy cow. You know, this is really, for me, as I'm looking at this, this is really a place of, you know, this rest and reconsider. This is that, you know, the Four Swords energy, or Four of Pentacles energy is what I'm feeling too. But I'm really getting here that you need to change your mindset. You really need to take some time. If there's a relationship, if you're not in the relationship that you've been wanting, or maybe within your relationship there's some sort of discord going on, it is time to take a step and really look into yourself. Is what that you're receiving reality? Okay, or are you looking at it in a different perception of what it truly is? And if it is in the reality, maybe it's time to take that rest, reconsider your position within this relationship. Maybe it's time to seek other options or to move out of that situation, is what I'm getting. But because we're dealing with a lot of fears, okay, and this has come through twice, what I'm really receiving here is that these fears are some sort of perception. You may not be looking at a situation in its true reality, is what I'm getting here. And it might be time to really take a step back and really seek within yourself. Really, really take a good hard look at what it is that you need to release within yourself. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, that they might be scared of looking within themselves simply because they don't want to see things that they may have done in the past, or things that other people have possibly done to them. This isn't about going back and beating yourself up over anything, or beating anybody else up about it. You know, it's not even particularly about forgiving. It's really looking at something objectively without bringing it forward. So you can take a look at a situation in almost a third party element. Okay, take a look at it objectively. Stand back and take a look at the exchange of what may possibly have happened in the past, and just release it. Just go, okay, you know, if you look at it as an observer, we're not focusing in on the emotions and qualities, although it is saying to really maybe take a look at something on an emotional level. But at the same time, but again, that doesn't mean that you need to beat yourself up about anything. It's basically just saying maybe you needed to allow those emotions to come through. Maybe you were blocking emotions for some sort of reason. There could be that you need some, you may need to deal with some of your fears in order to bring about a resolution, or a resolution to a situation, or even bringing in some sort of relationship that you have been seeking. Okay, so let's take a look. We've got the World card. So this is about completion, okay? It's really interesting because this is about ending of cycles. So I feel like going through this is going to help you end a cycle. Bringing you to that Four of Wands energy, what it is that you're seeking within a relationship. This is the completion. This is, serenity within a relationship. This, I mean, some people even look at this as the soulmate card. We've got, if you look at the poles or the trees in this case, we've got the 1111. And for me, even down here, 1111, right? For me, when I see this card, it's like the ultimate in relationships. It's that completion. It's that love. It's that beautiful duality, exchange of energy, that unconditional love. That's what I see when I see the Four of Wands coming through. But it's saying here, you really need to go into yourself first in order to bring this forward. We've also got the Emperor. So a lot of times, it's interesting because when I'm looking at this, it almost reminds me of, it's like the Emperor. They almost look like, dual cards here. But what I'm also receiving is with this Emperor, you need to grab a hold of these thoughts and take charge of them instead of allowing them to take charge of you. That's what I'm getting. The Seven of Cups. The Two of Wands. And the Wheel. So the interesting thing is, what I'm getting is that, and again, this is going to resonate for some of you. Again, take it as it does resonate. Leave the rest. I'm getting for some of you that you may have floated through the last little while with actually no true goal. Okay, it feels like what it is that you want. You know that you want this Four of Wands energy, but you're not making there's nothing solid behind it. It's like, I know I want this feeling, but I don't know exactly what it is that I want. So in the meantime, because of not having, and this could be within people, so I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes people will say, I really want this Four of Wands energy. I really want this completion. I want this beautiful type of relationship, or I know the feeling that I want behind it. But instead of within their mind, they say, okay, I want somebody who's kind and caring and has a job and has a, car, or, whatever it is. Like, you're putting those ideas and thoughts behind it. You're kind of just saying, well, this is the feeling that I want. Okay, well, that's great. But there's 7 billion people on the earth. Okay. And so when you just put out that feeling of what it is that you want, you just want that feeling can come in, but without anything solid behind it. I mean, you're having basically a crapshoot of what it is that you're receiving. So, it might be time for you to sit, and I feel like in the past that has happened to you, which is bringing in some of these fears, or that could be bringing in some of these disappointments, or it could be bringing you into that Nine of Swords energy. It's like, well, I know what it is that I want. How come I'm not receiving it? And I'm scared to move ahead. I feel like maybe I'm never going to receive it. It's never going to happen for me, or whatever it is. But I feel like for some of you, you really need to choose that path. You need to get out of the fantasy of and actually make solid choices and make a direct path as to what it is that you want. So spend the time this week doing that, and really taking a look at the qualities of either people, or this, again, it could relate to, career, family, whatever it is, but really take a look into, how it is. And if it is family, look at how you would like it to be resolved, instead of just saying, I want us all to get along. Well, that's not really a result. Okay, that's just everybody getting along. But does that bring you back to this state of, well, I'm not really happy? Okay, we're all getting along, but it's not within my true element. Like, I'm not feeling like, I don't feel like I want to agree with my family all the time. But if I'm scared that if I don't agree with them all the time, it brings about this and this and this. So what I'm saying is, really set your goals this week. Really write down or make a solid plan within your mind of what it is that you want. Choose the path of where it is that you want to go. Spend this week doing that in order to bring around that change with the wheel coming through. Allow that change to come through to bring it into a more positive state. And once we have it in our mind of the positive state that it is that we are trying to seek, we are now allowing and giving permission towards the universe in order to bring it in for us. We've also got the 10 of coins. So this is stability. This is stability for the future. And that's what it's saying. Put your energy towards creating that stability for the future is what I'm receiving here. We've got the I love when the cards come through like this. We've got the 3 of Wands. Really focus on it. See and feel that energy coming towards you, instead of, again, it's almost like when we have that 7 of Cups energy, it's almost like, okay, universe, this is what I want. I have this, and this. And you're throwing it into the universe, and the universe is kind of going, okay, I'll take this, because this is what they asked for. I'll just give it to them. But that, because there's no solid foundation to it, keeps bringing us back into this cycle. Okay, this cycle that we keep repeating for ourselves. So unless we actually give the universe something solid to work with and say, look, this is what I want. I want this, I want this, I want this. And, I want them to have blue eyes, whatever. It's your life. Create how it is that you want. Then that's when the universe can say, okay, here's that stability that you asked for. Here is that creation. I'm giving it to you as a gift. It's coming towards you. Basically, what you have to do is just have that faith that it is coming your way. You can see the man seeing his ship in the horizon of what it is that he's created. It's coming toward him. Have that belief that it is coming toward you. You see it being created. You feel it being created. You feel that excitement behind it of receiving it is what I'm getting. And as the last card, we've got the Hermit. So I'm really getting here, remember, so now when I see the Hermit, this is how I perceive it. And I see it as 2 separate ways. One is really going into yourself and really taking the time within yourself to really focus on what it is that you want. There's no rush on this. The universe will create it whenever you're ready for it, because you have to have that feeling behind it. And sometimes we need to go into that hermit mode and really digest what it is that we want. We really need to put that energy into it. We need to create it. We need to do that seeking within ourselves. So this is very much, again, that hermit mode that's coming through, this hermit energy. Okay, and we've got another 9 here. We've got the hermit. Rest and reconsider our darkest fears. Really take the time to look within yourself and see what it is that you need to release, what it is that you want to bring forward. Release those fears. Cut away what is no longer necessary. I mean, you've got 3 cards that are saying take the time this week. Now, the other thing with the Hermit with me, whenever I see the Hermit, is he has that lantern there, but he's not lighting up. In some depictions of the Hermit, he's basically showing a small step forward. So once we get into this energy and we've recognized what it is that we want, remember that it's not coming maybe tomorrow. Okay? The universe does take sometimes that there needs to be some divine timing in there in order for the creation. So again, I feel like remove those fears. You're going to have to remove those fears of immediacy. Okay? Sometimes things can happen overnight. That happens a lot. But remember that it's all about divine timing. It's the one step forward. So the hermit, he has his lantern and he shows you the next step and the next step and the next step in order to create what it is that you are manifesting or trying to manifest or that you want within your reality. That's what I'm receiving. In order to receive that stability and that completion within a relationship, we really need to allow that energy and focus in on the positives of what it is that we want, what it is that we want to bring forward. Okay, so I hope that that has helped, Sagittarius. We're going to close it off with a message from the universe. Message from the universe for Sagittarius for the week of July 20th to the 27th. Show me what is that we need to know for Sagittarius this week. And right away I feel drawn to this one. Lead the way, be the leader, share, show others how it's done. You can help others. So what I'm getting here is through this, I feel like that leader needs to be within yourself and within your own mind. Now, this could, extend to other people once you get into a strong place at the end of this week, or, even towards when you make those decisions of what it is that you want. But what I'm getting is this is almost lead the way within yourself. Okay, allow yourself to be the leader. Show yourself what it is that you want to receive. Allow yourself to go into that energy of looking within. All right? And sometimes, because we had that Emperor, he's very much a leader. Okay, we also had that King of Pentacles energy, very much a leader, a builder, somebody who has used their own strength to receive what it is that they have accomplished. And I feel like that needs to be you at this point in time. You need to work towards leading yourself towards your manifestations. So let's get some closing cards. We got the Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, I feel like instead of staying within that Nine of Swords energy, it's like I'll release it. Stay within that energy of peace. Have that Three of Wands energy where you see the manifestation coming towards you. We've also got the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So again, remember how we talked about within especially relationships, if we're not setting a particular parameter, okay, and this doesn't need to be just within relationships, it can be within work, career, however it is, we need to have a set parameter of what it is that we're truly desiring, of what it is that we truly want to receive in order to have it manifested within this 3D realm. Okay, it's almost like I said, you can almost see, like I said with the universe, like throwing things up in the air and just hoping that the universe, puts it all together. But usually the universe will just kind of go, okay, pick, there you go. Set your sights higher. Allow yourself to truly create what it is that you wanted to create this week. And you might have to be that leader within your own mind in order to do this. Don't allow yourself to get back into that Nine of Swords energy where you're holding on to your fears. Allow yourself to hold on to your desires instead. Okay, so I truly hope that that has helped, Sagittarius. I feel this is going to be a very strong and powerful week for you. I feel that there is going to be a lot of definition within your desires towards your manifestations. I really hope that this has helped. If this reading resonated with you, please click like, please share my video, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much. Many blessings.